Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Welcome back to our little Golem expedition hunting Triglavians. So far we had a pretty massive wave in the system of Shihuken, a really big one, but only one wave unfortunately. It'll be interesting if we can find more waves that are of similar size, but we find more of them. So here is the 47 million we've got from that single wave, pretty good for a single wave. You usually find a lot less in single waves. Just remove all the junk we've got in here. Okay, undock. Find some Triglavians, hopefully they're still here. Anchoring down my Rasnaborgs. Okay, let's go. Where are these guys? There's some Rasnaborgs over here, not so much though. There's more over here at, what is this, 7 I think? Let's just make sure there's no players there as well. Okay, there's no players, good. Activate multi-spectrums, let's go. Oh, I lost a drone, I forgot to restock that. So I should carry some drones actually. I don't think I carried any drones. I did previously at least. I don't know why I didn't decide not to. I just maybe mixed it up with some meta modules I got from the Triglavian. That's my guess of what happened. Okay, let's park ourselves the Bastion module, Liminal Neshak. What would you want to use here? Oh, there's a lot of interesting waves right here. There's a we have not got so many Rasnaborgs. In fact, it's pretty much almost only non-Rasnaborgs right here. Okay, they seem to be asleep right here, so it's always nice to encounter the Triglavian waves that are asleep. It makes it go a lot smoother, you know, when you don't have to worry about them attacking you. You just focus on destroying them. I'll just take out the big stuff first, before they drift out of rage range. Take out this blinding over here. Popped. I'll just deploy the warriors now. I've got any ghosts. There's a ghosting Drekavac over there, but a Hospital also. Frigate. But it's alright, it doesn't seem to be that bad. Gonna remove the. We can add this to the. As a bookmark, this mobile attract unit, so we don't forget about it. Always good to get some free loot right here where they're just completely AFK. Okay, we've got one guy. No, they're moving. I thought he was target painting me, but it was just me target painting him. Okay. We soon do not have to use rage anymore. Take him out right there. Maybe land one more missile. Popped. Yeah, it's pretty easy when nothing fights back at you. You know, start salvaging while we're at it. Destroy this guy right here. Now I'll switch over to Caldari Navy because just a bunch of small stuff really. Okay, there's that Drekavac over there, but still. Everything else is just going to be better with Caldari Navy. Just want to check, where's our aggression settings right here? Drones in space. Aggressive, focus fire. Good, that's what I want. AFK Triglavians. Nothing's really happening over here. Unfortunately, not much action. Quite the contrary from before. Quite the contrary to before. An interesting fact is that I'm testing this, doing this Triglavian hunting from the new home me and my wife live in. And we live actually on the countryside where they don't have fiber optics. So they have, it's like the copper cable internet. And it's not as good as the fiber optics internet used to have. So hopefully this will go good, but so far Evil Eye has been working really well. But it's just it feels a little bit more risky when you're doing very like high level kinds of activities with expensive ships when the internet is not as stable as it used to be. But it still works really well. I'm not complaining. I'm interested to see if there's any noticeable difference. I think it's more just to know that I'm not using fiber optics, I'm using copper cables. That feels like, oh, it's probably going to be a lot worse now. But it's a good, that's a good subscription, so it's not like a slow one in that regard. Will we encounter any reinforcement waves? It's just taking out these basic waves right here. I wonder if these are initial fleets. These could be maybe initial fleets. I'm not sure. I never really understand how the Triglavian hunting mechanics exactly work. It might be that they're a bit random, but my limited knowledge about the game, I just find it a bit hard to understand it from time to time. Why are they not respawning? Okay, so we've got a bunch of Rasnamborgs over here. Recall drones and get the remaining loot. Can have them salvage all these the wrecks that are far away. It's never like to use the salvage drones mid-combat. They have so little HP. The second a Triglavian decides to attack them, they're dead. And it's just not nice when you've come to the end of the Triglavian wave and you don't have a full set of salvage drones and the whole process goes a lot slower. It might be, if you're really good at managing your drones, you might be able to use the salvage drones, but not me. A little bit too much for me. Anything interesting? 12 million. These things actually used to go for much more. Triglavian holographic transcribers. These used to be like 40 million or something back in the day, because they were used in getting the specialization skill books for the Edencom ships. But now they've gone so much down in price. Let's check the price history right here. We can see even. Okay, maybe not 40 million, but I mean, look at this: 10 million to 600k, 100k almost. A big difference we've got right there. And no Bastion is needed right now. See where the next wave was. Shihuken 1. No, it's probably Shihuken 3. The sun. Where are they? There's some at 4. There's some at 1 now. Okay. There are quite a few more there. Last cargo container. Probably going to contain absolutely nothing, but you never know. Sometimes you can get like 5-7 million ISK of red loot or Triglavian survey data just from a single drop. And that was something, but not a whole lot. Let's grab the tractor unit and move to the next
warp drive active.
Planet. Alright, here we are. Maybe we'll get some action now. They're not all asleep probably. Maybe. Hopefully. Let's see. Mobile tractor unit. Mobile depot. I don't even really need this mobile depot, to be honest. I'm never using it. I see that every single time. I just keep bringing it with me just in case, but it takes quite a bit of cargo space. And no benefit is not so nice when we run out of cargo space quite quickly in this Golem, because we've got so much supplies in general. Got the boosters, different ammunition types, multiple types of a cargo that takes quite a bit of space. Okay, now we're getting some action. Okay, nice to see. Not completely nothing now. Renewing Rodiva. I was thinking he was going very slowly. Then I see that there's no Rasnamborg prefix. That explains it. Grab this Rasnamborg Ghoster. Okay, did I see some reinforcements? Yes, we've got some reinforcements now. No sleeping waves. And it's a decently sized fleet. It's not crazy big, but it's decently sized. I think this is optimal for relaxing Triglavian hunting, or not semi-relaxing Triglavian hunting, when you're still going to get a pretty decent loot. So we could grab a Drekavac that we can have our Nosferatu source. This anchoring is not nice to keep on grid, just because it's not nice to have a scrambler, just in case. And this renewal we do not want to keep on grid for our Nosferatus as well, because he's going to just be renewing everyone, giving them remote reps. Preferably I don't want to have that going. Okay, Rasnamborg, Drekavac, Liminal Vedmak. Have our drones get to work. Pop that Drekavac, that Davik very quickly. Let's see what we've got here. Liminal Vedmak. He goes down pretty quickly too, because we've got Caldari Navy that just does so much damage. Like also good application, enabling us to do so much damage. Rodiva. Ooh, we've got even more Triglavians. We'll take out this Leshak just to take out a bit of damage off the grid. Have the Grappler help our drones a bit, take out this Kikimora. Right now I want to take out Vedmax. They do a lot of damage. Proportionally they do a lot of damage. Leshak and Vedmax, the heavy hitters. Kikimoras, I would have expected them to do a lot of damage because they're destroyers. They do in the Abyss, but the ones you find in Triglavian Invasions don't feel like they do much damage if you compare them to the Vedmax. And that makes a lot of sense. I mean, you've got Cruiser that does a bunch of damage, you know. Take them out fast. Okay, we've got a big wave incoming right here. Got any Ghosters? Only renewing Drekavac. It's not nice to see. I want to have a good Nosferatu source. Alright, go take him out. Get drones to go on the Leshak now. Actually, we can just go and go on the Kiki over there. Because the drones are just going to be tickling the Leshak, not doing any damage really at all. They've got really good applications, so it's more efficiently using the damage on the small stuff. Yeah, we're taking that super quick. I've not been salvaging. I've been a bit naughty when it comes to the salvaging. I've been a bit lazy when it comes to the salvaging. Because I've been just focusing on destroying them so quickly that I've not been doing any salvaging. It saves us a bunch of time if we salvage mid-combat. But it can also waste time if you're not focusing on destroying them and you're just focusing on salvaging instead. It can waste time, and it can also be a lot less safe. I prefer that safety over the extra speed. And the salvaging cleanup in the end is also very quick because we're able to use the salvage drones then as well. Because we can't use the salvage drones right now. So in a way, leaving the salvage process as much to the end is more efficient. But the thing is, you have to also remember that it's more efficient to do the stuff while we're fighting as well. So what I do is just try to take out as much of these guys as possible. Or salvage as much of these guys as possible mid-combat. While I can still keep up at a decent pace and destroy them. Okay, I think they might be attacking my drones right now. Popped. Okay. Pretty smooth, pretty smooth. Okay, so we've got a bunch of wrecks right here. I wonder how much we'll get from this. Let's see. Salvage. We'll salvage all the ones that are far away with our drones. Any over here? Deactivate Bastion. Don't need that active while we're not fighting, because it's just good that we're able to warp out quickly in case we need to. I mean, not that Golem would ever warp out quickly, but quicker than waiting for the cycle to end. I'm just going to try to take out all these distant wrecks so that salvagers can already take them out, so my mobile track unit doesn't have to pull them in. So now everything is really close, apart from those cargo containers. This is where the salvagers go crazy. Just salvage everything in this ball right here. See how much loot have we retrieved? Only 6 million, unfortunately. Quite little for how many Triglavians we took out. Just the way it is sometimes. Almost there, almost there. Let's hope that the salvage loot is better than the ones we got, than the loot that's in here. So far, it's not been that great. That's 6.9 million. In fact, this is the only thing we're going to get. There's no more loot to retrieve apart from this. But sometimes you can get really crazy salvage drops if you're lucky. Not enough cargo space to even retrieve these mobile structures we've got right here. Let's check. We can maybe retrieve at least this loot. Not even enough space for that. Oh, we might have a big one here. 128 million. Oh, that's not a whole lot actually. Well, 60 million. That is actually pretty good. 60 million is decent. I would say 60 million is decent. Is that including what we had previously? I'm not sure if it is what we had previously. I can check in the station if it was what we had previously. I think I did. Yeah, I did drop everything. 60 million is a decent tick, I would say. Okay, let's just check right here. We can drop the Triglavian state controllers. What were they called now? State processors, because these take up so much space. Grab this. Grab this. And grab this. Because these things are worth hardly anything in proportion to how much they're worth. Just take as many as we can and we just leave them there. I mean, it's not much. At least for what we're doing right here. Restock, dock. A bit disappointing with that we had that massive wave before, and then now we didn't encounter as big waves, but I mean they were still pretty decent. I would say it's a slightly above average waves we got right here, so I'm happy about it still. But I was thinking that, oh, we had that really big one in the beginning, so it must be that the system is very special in that regard. It's probably just a coincidence. Let me check here. Do we have any spare drones? No spare drones, unfortunately. Do we have any Warrior 2s in the station we can buy? Market data. No. Okay, it's alright. Okay, so we did have the loot here from before. We'll put the invasion loot straight into here. Cargo scans, because those Triglavians have to scan different objects. They're near planets like the customs offices, for example. Okay, so that was a bit of Triglavian hunting right there. Got a decent amount of ISK, about 60 million. I mean, it can be more if you get spicier waves with a lot more like Leshaks, but I like that. I like the look of that. What we got right here. I think that's enough for now. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.